We go. Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello,
Hello.
nerds.
Hello.
Welcome back to Tales from the Virtual Tabletop, and thank you for joining us for our 5th session of our first ever campaign, The Frozen
Oh
Vale.
goodness.
I'm
Oh,
Randy
my
Raccoon.
goodness.
I'll be your game master. Uppa. And these are our lovely players. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, starting with Howie.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hi. What's good? What's poppin'? My name's Howlett. You can call me Howie. My pronouns are they/them. And today I play just like every other day, Caspian Novak. Bang, boom, pow. I clicked it. Hold on. So why is it not
There you
changing?
go.
Why is it not? I'm on Fugi and I'm clicking the thing and it's not changing.
Refresh your page.
Refresh your page.
I must refresh it again. Oh, now it's like Discord must be locked. Mother.
Oh,
You can
Fugi.
do it.
I did it.
Yay.
I did it.
Yay.
Mark.
Yay, it's
Ah,
happened.
success.
It's happened.
It's happened.
Hello, I am Magic Marionette. You can call me Mari. My pronouns are they/them, and I'm going to be playing Sebastian today.
You should also say Sebastian's pronouns.
Sebastian's pronouns? He, they.
Yeah, just because they are different than yours.
Yeah.
And
Yay.
then normally Viper would go, but Viper's running a little late. So Grinds.
Hello, everyone. I am Grinds the Alchemist, Maddie to my friends, and my pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing Astrid, whose
Hell.
pronouns are she, her,
She, her, hell yeah.
only slightly different.
Only slightly.
Only slightly. Tiki.
What's up, losers? I'm Tiki Bunny. I play Solonin, and you're watching Tales from the Virtual Tabletop. Like the freaking button. Tales from the Virtual Tabletop. I'm clicking the button.
Oh, you gotta refresh it.
Gotta
Did you
refresh
try
it.
refreshing it?
No!
Maybe you should refresh it.
Try turning it off and on again.
Yes.
We have fun here.
We have so
We're
much
fine.
fun.
Everything's fine.
This is Tiki forever.
No!
Uh-oh.
Solonin couldn't be here today, so it's just Tiki.
Wink wonk.
I've got to, like, oh my god, the fucking authenticator.
Raz is
No.
so mean.
Raz.
Prime Sub Felix, who's
Come
the
on now.
loser now, Tiki. That's
Listen!
getting bullied by the moderator.
Being bullied by Fugi. And you're watching Tales from the Virtual Tabletop.
There we go.
You did it!
Yay.
So proud of you.
You're on Disney Channel. Wait.
Do. Oh!
Yay.
Yay!
I had my stuff connected, so we actually heard the yay. I don't know if you guys heard the yay.
Yay!
I did hear the yay.
Yeah, it's
I
through the
did.
Discord soundboards.
Oh, okay, good.
Mm.
Hell yeah. Okay, well, we're just waiting on Viper. Do we want to chit chat or do we want to start without her?
Yeah, we can chit chat because we
can chit-chat.
we can chit chat. I don't mind.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
It's wonderful things.
How's it going? How you guys doing?
It's going.
It's going.
Well, you guys fucking suck at this.
It's going great.
okay.
I just got
Alright, you know-
chickens.
Yay.
Yeah, Tiki has
Chickens.
Chicken.
Tiki
They're
got
in there. I
chickens.
put the pictures in the general chat.
Yay.
Oh yeah, I saw the little chickens.
Little chickens.
They look
Yeah.
delicious.
Yes,
I know, right? My
Technically,
little
I'm-
chicken nuggies.
Yeah, so
Chicken
delicious.
Nuggies.
Did you
Mm,
name
very
them
excited.
all?
Yep.
Huh?
Did you name them
Mm.
all?
No.
No, they're food.
It's too many to name.
No, they're not pets, but I also don't want to name them all because I don't want to get too attached.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm,
Because
mhm.
not all of them will make it through this round of MasterChef.
Oh,
No.
that's fair.
Yeah.
keep one black one and name it Mari.
Okay, but one of my friends wants me to name one after her and then butcher it
And then
Oh my
eat
God.
it. Oh,
and then eat it. Yeah.
Viper.
Hello, Viper.
Why was there?
Hello.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi everybody. I'm Viper and I play Alara.
Hell yeah.
Pronouns.
Pronouns, right.
She, they. I almost forgot. That's crazy.
What are my pronouns? What?
I was like, huh? I didn't prepare for this question.
In this economy?
Well, sweet. Then we can go ahead and get started. Wow, I just got so sleepy.
Oh no.
No time to be sleepy.
Oh no. Okay. Tiki, you have our recap this week.
I do. Let me pull up the page. Here we
Yeah.
go. So, last session, we began a House Novak's keep castle shortly after Sebastian's arrest, deemed a scapegoat for the theft of the keystone, an ancient relic belonging to House Novak and the people Little Torn. In the absence of Caspian, the Viscount of House Novak, tensions have risen with the citizens displaying mistrust and unrest, though the public arrest of Sebastian has placated them for the time being. With their only leads being a possible drug fiasco with Ashton's roommate, the guard who was absent the night the keystone was stolen, with something weird going on in the sewers, they decided just quickly, quote, quote, quickly, take a look just in case. Shortly after, they find like an empty bottle of invisible ink, some seemingly blank papers, later revealed to be a map, some alcohol, and like a weird herb. This is weird.
From The Alchemist.
Weird.
A weird herb.
Yes.
Weird herb.
Yes, strange
Weird
herb.
herb.
It was fever weed. It was weed that makes you hot.
Hot weed.
The hot weed.
Spicy weed. Part of Hot Wheels, get ready for hot weed.
Whoa.
It's got flames
So
up
go
the
ahead-
side.
Absolutely. A little deeper in the sewers, the party, they find another rune site similar to the one that we found like way earlier on before Caspian stabbed it. Down like both sides of the sewer canal. The investigation is briefly interrupted by a creature, something slimy and downright screaming of the streets, covered in bones and the skull of an animal for a head. And then after defeating the huge roiling slime, the party discovers
close
the
for that
body. I did. Absolutely. Within the jacket of the humanoid, Caspian finds the keystone for Little Torn. They also seem to match the description for a bandit group that had passed through the Kobold Sanctuary. And then returning to the surface, the party goes to take some time to clean up and dress up for the dinner party. And during this time, Alara visits the postmaster, who tells her the stamp from the letter she received for her birthday is from an old town, one that doesn't even exist anymore, called Old Drift Haven. There's time to contemplate at an altar. The party finishes playing Dress to Impress and return to the castle for the dinner party in fine and expensive clothing, borrowed from House Novak, still fatigued from the party. This brings us to now. That's okay. I'm gonna go hide in the corner.
No, you're good. You're good. I will say, correction. The postmaster was not the person who gave Alara that extra information. It was Beatrice.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, Beatrice Novak.
Okay.
Well done, big dog.
Hell yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
You get an extra hero point.
Yippee.
And
The
let's
goodest of boy points.
hop over here. I've just realized I did not log in to the Foundry. So give me a sec to do that. We will be jumping in basically in the moment where Caspian and Alara just had a moment to speak before they regrouped with everyone. Solanon's returning to the group after going home to clean up, and is quickly fitted out with more like fancy attire, more fitting for the dinner that Beatrice is planning. And you guys have a moment amongst yourselves before the actual dinner starts and takes place.
All right.
So you guys are kind of in a nice sitting room in Icefall Keep. What would you like to do? Also,
Their
if you'd like to
drinks.
take a moment to describe your fancy attire. You had access to the House Novak closets.
Heck yeah.
What did you get
Oh.
dressed in?
I thought we were just brought like an article of clothing and told wear this, and just fully
You can do
accept
that if
we were
you'd
wearing
like,
that.
or you can go to the closets. Like, it depends on how picky your character is. If you're not picky, then someone would just bring you something.
I feel like Alara would be a little picky.
Oh,
She's just a
Sebastian's
little
very
annoying with it.
picky.
Let me think about it. Someone
Hell
else
yeah.
go first, please.
I'll go. Sebastian's wearing like one of those like really fancy like button up tops that has like the flowy sleeves, but it's black, and of course it's not buttoned up all the way because he doesn't do that. He doesn't work like that. So so you can fully see part of his like huge neck and chest tattoo. And he's wearing high-waisted pants with like a chain belt and clean, sharp knee-high boots.
Oh, fancy.
Hell yeah.
Would- I was gonna put Alara in the same thing, but now I feel like I'm copying you.
You guys show up in the same
Aw,
outfit.
twinsies. Aw, twinsies.
I'll think of something else.
Alright, Grinds, what's Astrid wearing?
Astrid is wearing probably a very, like a purple dress, but like with gold accents, and just kind of like, just try to look as fancy as possible.
Hell yeah. Tiki, what's Solanin wearing?
She doesn't really care, so they just slapped her into just this black ball gown,
Hell yeah.
like one of the slim ones.
Ooh.
Caspian.
I'm sorry, I'm eating.
Oh my god.
Still not
No
wearing shoes as well.
I haven't had a chance to. I'm sorry. It's been a very busy day.
It's fine.
Feel that.
Yeah, I mean, Caspian is always impeccably dressed, but for this in particular, they are they've kind of swapped out their dueling coat, their dueling cape for one that's more like of a it's that same like deep foggy blue, but looking a little closer, it's got like a slight sheen to it, like it's made out of crushed velvet or something.
Ooh.
Their tailcoat is replaced. Their high collar has been like pressed. The like ruffled kerchief that kind of appears under their like thick neck of like long fur can be seen with a kind of golden brooch in the center, with the symbol of House Novak with like a little sapphire in the middle. And the rest of them is pretty on point for how they normally look. At first glance, it might be slightly surprising, but they are still partially dressed for combat. They still have their weapon, and they still have their armor, even though their armor has been like polished and clean. It appears to be like fully integrated into the fashion of House Novak, as it is extremely inappropriate for them to attend official business not expecting a fight. And that's where they're at. That's how they're doing.
Hell yeah. I will say you do also have your crown.
Yes, and my little circlet.
Yeah.
And my little
Wow.
crown.
Fancy crown.
Wearing my little crown that makes my eyes just pop. But as we're all, unless anybody else, do you guys have anything you would like to do? I'm sorry.
Alara has not decided.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
I've decided.
Okay.
So Alara's wearing a black button up, and on top of that is like a gray vest. Then she's kind of wearing like these like ankle high like heeled boots, not like super high heels, but like just slightly. It just is like kind of like a funny little thing because she's already tall, but she just wants to be a little bit taller.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's That's all I can think of. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I
good.
didn't want
That's
to
fine.
steal the
I
fit.
caught you guys by surprise with the fit descriptions. So,
It's okay. It's okay.
but yeah, that's what everyone's wearing. Caspian, if you had something you wanted to do.
Yeah, like kind of once everybody is dressed and together again, Caspian will kind of clear their throat and speak up and say, "Right, so this is not something I imagine any of you have had to do in the past, so I'm going to request that you take a moment and take what I say here very seriously. We are going to be speaking with the chieftain of the village, and the four of you are, for all intensive purposes, for this moment at least, going to be considered vassals of House Novak. You wear our clothes, you do our bidding, your words reflect upon us. So, what I would very much appreciate is we avoid any sort of petty slights for misinformation or confusion about the whole arrested thing." I look at Sebastian. "I would very much appreciate we keep our loose lips sealed about the kobolds' resting grounds where we were previously. You'll feel free to speak about the information we gathered, but as a reminder, we did give them our words not to reveal where they are, because they're supposed to be a secret, so don't fuck that up, please. Other than that, just try to relax, have fun, enjoy the meal. Don't do anything to piss anyone off. Don't do anything to embarrass me. And honestly, all things should be good. You'll all be paid. Everything will be well, and we can continue on with all of our lives come morning. Any questions?"
None at all.
No.
Sounds
Love to hear it. Fantastic. Excellent. Wonderful. You all look acceptable. Well done.
acceptable.
Wow. All right.
I think we all
of
look
us
great.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I look
You look
ridiculous.
wonderful. No, you look great.
I don't do this dresses type shit.
Well, I mean,
Mm-mm.
you do it very well.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Doesn't
She
really
tucks
match the
like
fur.
some hair. Anyways. I'm looking for some champagne. Y'all?
No, not yet.
No?
Not yet. Not
No?
yet.
Okay. Alright.
Wait
This-
until our guests arrive.
At this point, Beatrice walks in, and she's dressed very sleek, classy. Sorry, what's happening? I choked.
No.
Very sleek, classy, like fantasy business attire almost. And she comes in, she's kind of straightening out her clothes a little bit, and she says, "All right, good to see everyone is dressed appropriately. That's great. I have gotten word from all of our guests. They'll be here in about an hour. That is including Chieftain Thelasa Frathagoon, Law Speaker Anisha Kehun, and Town Scribe Herschel Skoza. Those will be our guests for the evening, so that you're all on the same page what to expect. Also, some of you, Alara, you mentioned being interested in finding like books, library books, history books, arcane
Yes.
books. We don't really have a library here, and I know we don't have a town library, but I do have a friend who has a personal private library, and I got you an invitation there. It's under Caspian's name, so whenever you guys feel like going, you can head over to the Silver Tap, and Rin will show you her private library. If she feels like it, you might have to butter her up a bit.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely top notch as always, BT. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, Caspian,
Yes.
it is a 10-person table. Do you have preference for seating arrangements?
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you asked. Obviously, I would like to ensure that the chieftain is placed in a place of esteemed importance on my right side. Let's ensure that the lawkeeper is on the left as well. My compatriots here, But seat them however would best be seated. And then as for our third guest, what do you think? Who do they get along better with? The lawkeeper, the chieftain? What do you think?
Well, Herschel's job predominantly is to just listen and transcribe events, so
That's a good point.
Herschel's
That's a good
presence
point.
is less noticeable in the moment.
That is true. Perhaps a smaller table off to the side. No,
It's
we don't
one
have time
large
for all
table,
of that.
Caspian.
Yes, one large table. Yes, fair enough. We'll put him beside the lawkeeper.
All right. Put Herschel there.
Yes. Oh, and I will kind of like lean into BT. Do me a favor. Ensure that Sebastian is as far away from that particular guest as possible. I don't want him overhearing any sort of mutterances.
I'll put Sebastian. I'll be on the other end of the table across from you, and I'll put Sebastian on my left.
Oh, delightful. You are brilliant as always. Thank you so much.
I'm happy to help. All right, I'm gonna go double check that everything is arranged, and I'll see you all in an hour.
All right, fantastic.
She sets
Now,
off.
as BD sets off. Now, do any of you have any questions about dinner parties? I assume the majority of you have not attended something like this. Do we all understand basic manners? We're not going to be well, I would say we're not going to be eating with our hands, but we may eat partially with our hands. Never mind, that's not as big of a deal. This is Little Torn after all. Yes, any questions about etiquette or the people we're going to be speaking with? Anything at all?
What about the was it the lawkeeper? The lawman? The law
Yeah,
person?
the law speaker.
Yes, law speaker. What was their name again?
What was her name again? I was pulling up with my notes.
Anisha.
Anisha?
Yeah.
Can you spell it?
Anisha.
Ah, that's exactly how I was gonna spell it. Anisha,
Nice.
what?
Kihan. Yeah. Kihon.
I can totally hear you clipping your nails, whoever you are.
Hmm?
I'm so quiet.
It was perfect. There was
Sorry,
there was such a
I-
long pause where I was like, wait, maybe I didn't actually hear that.
No, I also.
No, I nervous nail
nervous.
things. So
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. You're fine.
Okay,
I just wanted to let you know. I
That was
apologize.
funny.
But yeah, what do we know about law speaker Anisha?
You guys did see Anisha briefly before. Hold on, I have really like a drive here.
Yeah, get
She
you
was
a guzzle, my
angry
dude.
one, wasn't she?
Say
That was
again?
that was the chieftain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I missed
chiefess
the
was real
question.
angry.
What was?
Who was-
oh,
who
yes,
was the angry one?
chieftain was very angry. Anisha was the one who stopped the chieftain. Anisha is a colo person, so like a hyena person.
Oh.
They are basically the town, like. This is like a lawyer position or a judge position. They know the town laws, and their job is to interpret those laws in an official capacity.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're very much, they tend to be a very level-headed individual more often than not. They often mediate whenever there's some sort of disagreement between House Novak and the local native folk of Little Torn. A good person to get to know.
Noted. Well, I don't think I really have any. No, I don't have any other questions.
All right, fair enough. Anyone else? Any curiosities, concerns, comments?
Not
Should
particularly.
I bring up where we're going next, or should I keep that to just us? What we spoke about in the hall.
Yes, right. That's yes, your manic episode. I would say
Sure.
that bringing it up as a piece of information would potentially be quite enlightening. I think you should at the dinner for certain. I will say, taper
would
your
bring it up the
expectations
same
on
way.
yes, taper your expectations on the immediacy of it. There may be other things that come to light at this dinner that we may have to take care of potentially before, and I will say about how far away. Actually, do you still have the map?
Yes. She pulls up the map. How far? God.
Excellent.
Just a gentle
yes.
reminder to Caspian and Alara, this is information the rest of the party has not yet been given.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
That's why
for
it's
sure.
funny.
Caspian knows and does. Is not elaborating. Astrid, could you come here for a moment?
Yes, of course.
Yes, I will point to old to the place that
Old Drifthaven.
Old Drifthaven, where Alira pointed out. About how long do you think it would take us to reach this particular location from Little Torn? The music has stopped.
Jesus.
The music has stopped.
Well, because it
Who
was
is
going to.
Jesus?
I didn't say Jesus. I said Jesus.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yes.
How silly of me.
So- Well, it was going to take us originally several days to get to the scars here, like
Indeed.
for when we were first going, and then we mysteriously were able to make this journey in almost no time whatsoever.
It's true, we were magicked about, yes.
So unless that happens again,
About how long are you thinking? Yeah.
yeah. What would I roll for that?
A survival check.
Very wonderful. That is
Nice.
an 18.
Good
Hell
number,
yeah.
good number.
On the road, so each of these hexes that you guys see takes a day to travel on road. Through the snow, it takes 2 days to travel per hex. Yeah, so it's pretty far away. Let's see. On the map, it is
Like a
marked
week?
as being like here. So yeah, it's like a week's worth of travel.
Yeah, about a week's worth of travel.
Caspian will kind of cross their arms, furrow the brow a little bit, and see. Well, now see, here is where we run into a bit of a problem. Because as you may or may not be aware, my sister and the rest of the Frostguard are going to be arriving up the Frigid March in approximately 2 weeks' time. I have to be here to open the gates. And if it takes us a week to get there and a week to get back, that might not be something we can immediately do. Actually, question, what is this collective's familiarity with mounted excursions? Surely at least some of you know how to ride. Anyone?
Hold on, I have an idea.
What animal specifically?
Uh,
Because I've rode on top of an elephant before, so
okay. But do you know how to... yes, no, there's a difference between I sit on top of an elephant as a man leads it around and, guiding a large animal through the tundra. Do you know how to ride?
yeah.
I do not.
I do.
Okay. All right. That's good. I think that's good. For the record, there is a feat for this.
There
Oh,
a
is
feat
there?
For this,
Oh,
yes.
is there?
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a nature check.
I was like, okay. So I was like, Sloan's definitely ridden on animals
I
before.
definitely don't know how to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. All right. Well, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
I certainly have some sort, or I could certainly get us access to some sort of like multi-ram pulled carriage type deal.
Yeah.
Would that shorten our time along the road?
Absolutely. I mean, probably not on the road. Well, actually, yeah, it would, because the ram's walking speed is faster than all of your walking speeds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, would it make it short? I was thinking it would slow it down in the tundra because of all the snow and stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking, depending on the vehicle, if you get like a sled with like blades.
Oh yeah.
With like blades at the bottom, you'd be faster on the road. But if you get like a sled that's made for snow, then you'd be faster on the snow. So it really depends on what kind of vehicle you want.
Could we get a sled that is large enough to hold the five of us?
Yes, with one of you driving.
Nice luck would have it. I know how to drive. All right. How much, given like decent weather conditions, what would that like up our time by, you think?
That would probably, you'd get there in like 3 or 4 days instead of a week.
Okay. And weeks are 7 days in this world?
Yes. Weeks are, this world's calendar is parallel to ours.
Gotcha. Yeah, Caspian will kind of like rub their chin and say, if I can pull some strings, I can potentially acquire a few good rams and a appropriate sled. We'll have to choose, of course. We'll either need a bladed sled or something more traditional for the snow. So we'd either be going entirely through the tundra or at a slightly faster pace, or along the frigid march at a quicker pace, but then we would have to leave the sled behind, which we'll have to go through the tundra the entire way. I don't foresee us being able to leave the animals anywhere nearby. Yes, and we'll have to we could potentially hire someone to keep them while we are investigating. Yes. Well, anyway, that is our best. That is the most immediate thing. Now, that being said, again, if more pressing matters come up at this dinner that I must attend to, or that we must attend to, then that's another matter. But I wanted to, at least offer a bit of option.
Okay.
Alara has this kind of like this mad look on her face for a second, and she pulls out her book and opens it. And
Oh
just
god,
kind
she's
of like,
doing it again.
Excuse me. You remember that time recently when I first met you? You being the person on the other side of this book. And you teleported us to where we needed to go. Is that something you can do regularly, or is that more just when it's necessary? Is that something that you could do to take us to where we need to go?
There's several moments before there's a response. And then you get a tisk tisk little bookkeeper, and then a hand-drawn picture of someone sticking out their tongue.
That was helpful.
She kind of just like closes the book and looks up at the group. Well, that wasn't a no.
That definitely was not a yes. Also, small, quick, very just so tiny thing. Do not do that at the table.
Oh, at the table? No, I didn't plan
All
to.
right.
Don't
Okay. I
worry.
just wanted to make sure. We just, want to be clear.
No, of course.
Yes, but barring any magical book teleportation, we will have to procure mounts. And I believe I can do that. I can handle that. It's well within the purview of House Novak, especially if this is to assist us in this conspiracy, of course. That being said, we will need to prepare to leave fairly quickly, as in potentially within the next day or so.
Okay.
If we do that, I personally think it might behoove us to maybe, after this dinner party, talk about it again after we get any information we can from the good chiefess and the lawbringer.
Sounds good.
All right, fantastic. Any other points, comments, questions, shit like that?
DM, do we rest between last session and this session?
No.
Nope.
No, you did not.
Okay.
We're fatigued.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Just for the recap, this morning you were with kobolds.
Yep. We got teleported by
Yes.
kobolds this morning, and then we got beat up by slimes. Or no, then Sebastian got arrested. Then we got beat up by slimes, and now we're here.
It's been a long day.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, great. Fantastic. Everyone just relax and try not to embarrass me.
Do our best, boss.
Sounds good.
You got it.
Delightful.
And then BD comes back into the room at that moment. All right. They should be arriving at any moment. Are you all ready?
All right. Quick question. And I will fire a finger over at Alira. What is the name of the chiefess?
Fuck.
Wrong.
Help.
All right. Anyone? Anyone? Name of the chiefess. Literally.
Well,
I feel that Astrid would know, but
Thelasa or something?
I do not.
It is
I do not
Thelasa.
remember.
Thelasa!
Thelasa
Excellent.
Frathagoon.
I'm going to write this down.
You should do that. There we
I'm
go.
going to also write this.
This is definitely Howie helping people and encouraging them to take notes. Ha ha! Excellent, excellent. And now who is? We know the chiefess, Thelasa Frathagoon. We know the law speaker, Anisha Kehan. What is the title of our third guest?
I did the scribe.
Yeah,
Sound it out.
I don't...
We were told this information 10 minutes ago.
Yep. Yep, we were.
I have memory processing issues. Sorry.
BT, could you please once more?
They are town scribe. So you were
Yes.
close.
Yes, and their name is anyone? Anyone?
That's what I was trying to remember. I know it was the town scribe, but I know...
Sure, of course you did.
No, I'm saying this out of character.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My-
I'm sorry.
It started with an H. That's all I... Right? That's all I
It did start with an H, yeah.
Herbert.
Herschel.
Herschel. I was close.
Herschel what?
I just spilled coffee everywhere.
Oh, no.
Herschel had just spilled coffee everywhere.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, that's a great name.
Wow.
What an NPC name.
Must be a halfling.
Herschel is a halfling.
I knew it!
Oh my god.
I'm good at this game.
But not just because I spilled coffee.
Excellent.
Skoza, that's their last name.
Skoza?
Skoza.
Herschel Skoza.
Excellent.
And then what are the other two again? Just out of character. I'm so sorry.
That's
No, you're good. It's
Thelasa.
Thelasa and Anisha.
Thelasa Frathagoon,
Okay,
the
correct.
chieftain.
Who is yeah, okay.
Thelasa.
Thelasa, TH.
Let me spell it.
Yep.
Thelasa.
Yep.
Frathagoon.
There you go. That's in the VTT chat.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, thank you.
And then the law speaker is Anisha Kehan.
Oh, so like
And
that.
the chieftain is, I believe, an orc, right?
Correct. Half work, actually.
Half orc. Chieftain is a hork.
That sounds like a slur.
It does
Yeah,
indeed.
I really see that.
I don't like that. And our law speaker is a Kolo,
Yes.
which is a hyena person.
Correct.
Mhm.
And our town scribe is a halfling,
Yes.
which is just a halfling.
Yep, there's a half.
Yep, we don't have any other names for those.
Nope.
Nope. So there we go. Now that I really appreciate that Caspian was like, does anyone have any questions? And nobody was like, yeah, I don't remember the names of the people we're supposed to be talking to.
I always assume in games that if my character has heard it, they would remember it. Like I could roll or something or do something like
Well,
that.
you gotta write it. You
Like-
gotta write it down though.
I don't usually in games and a lot of stuff. I've
That's
never had
fair.
anybody.
That's
I take notes, but I haven't had anybody be like, "All right, memorize the names because there's going to be a quiz later." It's usually like, "Oh, if you don't remember the names, that's fine. I have them written down as the GM, so I can always remind you of the names."
Usually I do that, but there will be times where it's like in a social encounter, if your character doesn't remember an NPC's name, that will like have social implications. Like that's a thing that will happen.
Well, is it going to be that if my character can't remember the name, or if I can't remember the name? Because
There's
am
a fine
really bad
line
at names.
between those, but we'll find a middle ground. I'm not gonna just
Okay.
like screw you over just because you can't remember character names.
Because that is going to happen a lot. I do have problems with that.
I'll just tell you right now, if we get to a point where I'm like,
Yeah.
I might make you roll for it to see if
See, that I'm okay
remembers the
with.
name.
Yeah, that I can do.
Pathfinder 2nd Edition does have a magic item for this.
This is true.
I want it so bad.
Isn't there a spell or feat called Know Thy Name or something?
In 5th edition, there's
Or Speak Thy Name.
Oh, Speak Thy Name? Oh, is that really a thing? Hold on.
I remember seeing it somewhere
It's an
when I was
active
doing a
part of
character builder.
Pathfinder to be able to just know NPCs' names. That's part of why it's a factor in this. Also in Pathfinder, and this is fun for chat to know as well. There's a system of gameplay in Pathfinder called influence.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the more you talk to certain NPCs, the more you succeed checks with NPCs, the more influence you have with that NPC. And like not remembering characters' names has like negative impacts on that system. So it is an active part of gameplay. It's not one that you guys have to worry about super a lot right now, but as we progress in the politics of this game, because this is a politics-heavy environment, that stuff might come into play more. But I'm gonna ease you guys into it because I know that's not everyone plays super political TTRPGs.
And also to help kind of like reduce stress, I did the archetype I picked, the dandy, is specifically built around like picking up any unintentional like fumbles and faux pas at later levels. So like if somebody makes a goof on accident, I should be able to recover. We should be okay.
But I can also make you guys a party journal where you can keep track of all the NPC names together if you'd like that.
That would be good.
Oh my god, yes, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
we need
that would be very,
Yes,
very
please.
good.
All right, I'll just do
I have,
that right now.
Yeah, because I have my notes, but like, yeah, if we could just have like a group notebook, that'd be cool.
Okay, let me get you all into it. Da-da-da.
I'm so into it,
Immersion.
and it's not book, which you gotta name your pet.
You gotta name your book.
You gotta name that book.
I'm naming mine Joseph.
Okay, you
Oh,
guys
okay.
should all be able to see this now.
Yeah, the party
Ooh.
journal.
Add a page for NPCs,
Ah, there we go.
Excellent.
and now you
Fantastic.
can all make a list.
How do I? All right, cool. And then I can come over here and I edit it. All right, cool. Hold on. I'll get to work on this.
All right. So while you're doing that, Baby has come to collect you all for the dinner. She leads you guys through. She actually takes you back to like the main entrance so she can lead you up the fancy way. And she's like, "Listen, I know Caspian knows this is the way, but we might as well flex the grandeur of our household a little bit. That's why I take you guys this way. There was another way I could have taken you, which would have been faster, but it's pretty this way."
It's a very pretty way. Thank you very much, BT.
So she leads you through the main hall and then up this like kind of grand staircase, and it is an enclosed space, so it's like a closed spiral staircase, but there's like art up the walls depicting like the House Novak family like lore essentially. And it's a well lit, and it's also very cozy warm. There's like carpet running down the steps as she leads you up. You pass several doors that are all open, so you can see the grandeur of some of the places in this, in the keep. There's like a ballroom that sits empty. You guys do pass like an indoor dining area that's separate from the one you guys have been eating in. You guys have been eating in like what is essentially the dining nook for like casual eating. This is like a more fancy place. She passes that and she keeps walking, and she glances back at you all. Now that is normally where we have these kinds of dinners, but because there's tension, I will tell you we are flexing our station a bit. So we're having our more ostentatious eating option. She leads you all the way up to the top of the keep, and then throws open double doors to show a huge balcony that sits at the top, like basically the roof of the keep. And there are braziers set up to keep the space warm, and one long table. From one side of the balcony, you can see it's a covered balcony too. So from one side of the balcony, you get a glance of the entire town. Let me show you what that looks like.
Yay.
Oh, beautiful. You might want to close the
Hey,
NPC.
I did that.
Oh, stunning.
Very nice.
And
Beautiful.
from the other side, you get a glimpse of the river that is the Frigid March, kind of snaking and twisting off in the terrain into the darkness. So you're getting like both directions of the Frigid March from this balcony. And that looks like this.
Ooh.
Man, it's not loading for me at all.
Oh
Oh no,
Yeah,
Mari, it's so
same.
pretty.
Yeah.
Do you guys not have? Do you guys not have the stream up?
I have it up.
I got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
finally
got it.
loaded.
That's really nice.
This is a nice 98% bar. Wow.
Stunning.
And glancing around at this balcony, this is a huge balcony. And there's one long table, and it's set up closer to the side of the balcony that overlooks the town. But there's also like topiaries. There's like hedges and flower beds and fountains set up here that are clearly like the braziers keeping the heat up here must be magic, because they're must be constant enough that these plants can flourish up here, and they are. And there's a big fountain kind of in the middle of the balcony. This is almost more of a courtyard, and it definitely shows off the influence and wealth of House Novak. And BD shows you all to your seats.
Nice.
She goes, okay, now, when they get here, the staff will show them in. When they arrive, remember to stand up out of your seats for the greeting, and then we'll all take our seats and have actual dinner start.
All right.
Of course, thank you very much, BT.
All right.
I want to sit next to Astrid.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I
All
just
right.
flop down in the chair next to her.
Oh,
Yeah, let
nice.
me- Go ahead.
Oh, if you're gonna flop next to me, I'll pull out like the chair and everything for you.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet.
And there you all are.
There we are.
There you are. Okay. I got a little silly with
There we
NPC tokens, because I can't.
Oh, is that B?
This is BD.
Oh, nice.
Wish I could see it.
Excellent,
Oh
beautiful.
no, is it still not loading?
Oh,
no,
the-
I can see it. Oh, Riley's like complained about it. Let's go.
Yay.
The struggles of not having free or like an access to like a library of arts.
Yeah,
for, tokens.
for real. So I have a stock image of a cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great stock image of a cat, though.
I'm gonna move you all to where you should be seated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Boom.
her speed.
Boom. And then the guests start to arrive. They're like,
Wait, where are the rest of us supposed to
yeah, I
sit?
don't have you all seated
We're
yet.
We're
That's what I was
we're
gonna
just
say.
standing.
Okay, so right here is where Anisha will be sitting, and right here is where Herschel will be sitting here, and right here is where the chieftain will be sitting. So you guys can sit yourselves in the extra spaces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these 4 seats are empty. There's 1 extra seat at the table.
How about we sit down here?
That sounds good. I can't move my token yet.
Oh no.
Did you move it for me, Bobby?
wait.
I'm already ready.
What's happening?
Oh no!
Ah.
I'll just sit on B.
Okay.
I guess I'll be sitting in the table.
Yeah, it's not perfectly on the grid because Dungeon Alchemist doesn't work like that.
Hmm.
Oh shoot, I gotta grab something off my front porch.
Okay.
Package.
Pakash.
Gosh. I
Me
removed your
staring
rage,
out the
Astrid.
blinds for waiting for the Amazon man. Package.
Package. All right, I have updated our NPC sheet with pretty much all the people we've met so far.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be the only one doing this.
Nope,
So
you will not.
be aware that in the future, if you meet somebody, put them in the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just realized that I didn't adjust the camera.
Oh,
There
no.
you go, Chad. You can see.
Ah, looks so good.
What a
Delightful in
fancy-
here.
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah, good job on the map, dude. This looks very nice.
Things brought to you by Dungeon Alchemist.
Yeah.
Casually.
Yep. Well, I see we went full animated on this bad boy.
We
Like it.
did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys get seated, kind of nervously twitch. Solana, did you bring Neri with you?
Of course.
Is Neri trying to stay hidden?
I feel like Neri would be trying to stay hiding within Solanen's thick, beautiful mohawk.
Alright, just give me a stealth check for Neri.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Could she have? Oh, never mind. Not bad. What's that total?
I can't see the total yet.
Oh no!
Alright, how about I'm
It's
gonna try to
loading.
kick you out of the game and then you
Okay.
jump back in because it might just be like a connection.
Tiki,
Yeah.
you're
Thank you.
fired.
Kick
Oh,
and then jump back in.
Tiki has been deleted from the server.
The part of Tiki will be played by somebody else.
The party Tiki will be
No.
played by Don Knox.
Yo.
no, Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Or Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god. I'm Nicolas Cage.
God damn.
Oh.
That was an 18 for Neri though, by the way.
Oh,
Let's
heck
go.
yeah.
Pretty good.
Which means Beatty at least does not notice Neri is here. And you are spared the dirty look she otherwise would have given you.
Scathing looks. Oh, hey, I'm unaware that the little creature is there. That'd
Yeah?
be my passive. Yeah, that'd be
Beats
my
your
passive.
passive? Dang.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How can you see your passive?
It's just whatever your perception is plus 10.
Oh wow, I just barely see Neri.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. The majority of us would not.
He's a stealthy little shit, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. All right, so what are we doing?
All right, let me go ahead and just get the music change.
Oh shit.
Music.
Muzak. I like it. There's even forks and spoons on the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's all lined up to where we can actually sit in front of our own forks and our own spoons. Look at that. That's so good.
Mhm.
Ooh,
And
pointy,
the silverware
pointy
is actually
music.
placed correctly.
Oh, this is
too.
Caspian's theme.
This is Caspian's theme.
Oh.
Ha ha!
All right.
But Caspian is sitting too far away to get my marshals.
I am. I am just out of range. I could be feared.
And then at this point, a server does come open the door and announce the guests. Kind of clears the throat. Introducing Chieftain Thelasa Frathagoon, Law Speaker Anisha Kahan. I'm going to say it wrong every time. And Town Scribe Herschel Skoza. And then they do a little bow and just gesture with the door as the guests make their way in.
I stand up.
Yep, Caspian will also.
stand up.
Caspian will stand.
Stand up.
And actually, Caspian will.
Wow,
we'll like.
huge.
Why are you huge?
Well, he's
Sorry,
a big
nothing.
boy.
He's huge.
He's a
It's a
big
big
boy.
halfling.
It's a big halfling.
I'm the biggest
Wow.
halfling you've ever seen. Aren't you just a human? No.
That's Big Jim Halfling.
Halfling, parents an elf and a human? Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yep, there he goes.
There we go.
Weep.
Oh, he's teeny.
He's a little
Nary
guy.
size. He's
a
the
little guy,
size
he's
of
a halfling.
Nary.
He's bigger than Nary.
I would hope so.
And
Shouldn't,
his token's the same size.
shouldn't he be about the same size as
Astrid.
Astrid?
Yeah, but I resized Astrid's token specifically. Also, don't read into this orc art. It's just the only free orc art I could find.
Okay. All right.
my
You
God.
got it,
Aye,
boss.
aye.
Which
We gotta
looks
work on that.
horrifying, but listen, beggars can't
I-
be choosers.
I happen to know some orc art that would be available to Randy the Raccoon specifically. If she wanted a cool orc lady.
Oh, I totally forgot that I
Who is
could
this?
use my own fucking art.
Yo, my man.
Just a hyena.
That's
Just
just
a
a hyena.
Just a fucking hyena.
Man, all right, we got to find a solution for this. We're in
Oh, it's
trouble
perfect.
fast.
Listen,
It's perfect.
you know what? If and when we get our Patreon off the ground, NPC art is a goal on there.
That's our first. That should be number 2.
So if we reach funding goals, then maybe I could get cool. I can, but right now,
Yep.
Pictures
But
of
still, no, this
hyenas.
is good. You're good.
I
Good work.
think the literal hyena and cat pictures are perfect.
No, they're funny.
Mhm, They're very
I think
funny.
they are beyond perfect.
all right. So they all kind of enter. Make perception checks.
Oh boy.
Receive.
Don't forget, they're supposed to be hidden.
Oh.
You fools!
Oh,
They are?
Yeah.
what? Were they?
For
Yeah, 'cause you're not
reading
supposed to-
people's, we haven't gone over this
Oh,
specifically.
fair.
Oh.
So this is a new rule set. Also,
Yep.
chat, welcome to this new rule set.
What are you supposed to do?
Technically, in Pathfinder, if you're trying to read someone's intentions or if you're trying to sneak around, you wouldn't know how well you're doing with that, so you would roll it as a blind check. And then I would know
Oh.
the number and you wouldn't know if the information you got was trustworthy.
Oh.
If that makes
So
sense.
rolling perception?
Yes.
So
Rolling
we roll
perception. Blind.
Okay.
You can do that easily by hitting the little eyeball next to the dice. Yeah. Perception's the one that like you typically roll blind the most often. All of our dice are so cool.
The
I
dice
wanted
are
mine to
cool.
look like small.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Alara and Solanin, you both are just staring at your table settings trying desperately to remember what fork you start with. The rest of you notice the body language as the group is entering. Thelasa's straight up very confident posture. She kind of tries to take command of the room when she enters. Let's see, Caspian and Astrid specifically, you notice that Anisha looks slightly confused at Thelasa before clear. It's like a micro facial expression, like a twitch of the eyebrow kind of thing. Where she's like, they're like, okay, before smiling at the rest of the room, and Herschel is scurrying to his place, trying to remain as unnoticed as possible. Go ahead.
Yeah, Caspian kind of still standing at the head of the table as they approach. They just say, "Welcome, my esteemed guests and friends. Please make yourselves comfortable. We have quite the subject matter to cover this evening."
Yes, of course. Thank you for having us. And Thelasa's gaze sweeps over the room and then stops on Sebastian. And then
Caspian will preempt and just kind of hold up a gentle hand and say, "That is matter one, I assure you."
She gives you a very tight-lipped smile. Of course. And then takes her seat. As soon as everyone's seated, the servers come through with the first round of appetizers.
Excellent. As the appetizers are being placed, Caspian will say, "Now then, obviously, earlier today was quite a kerfuffle, quite a bit of concern raised. Tell me, how are the townsfolk? How are things amongst Little Torn?"
Thelasa kind of eyes you from, she doesn't turn in your direction, but she eyes you from, the corner of her vision. And then gives kind of a, demure kind of shrug. The people are as upset as you would expect them to be.
As they should be. As they should be. After all, the loss of such an important artifact, a connection between the people of this place and my great house is something to be concerned over. That's exactly why I and my crack team here took such a keen interest and very quickly sought to remedy this concern of ours. Our shared concern, of course.
Of course, yes. And it is very intriguing, I suppose, that you would find it so quickly.
Indeed, I suppose it is, isn't it? Except, not entirely, whenever you consider the fact that here at this table, the far end, of course, are individuals that were specifically collected by my house for their unique perspectives and abilities whenever it came to resolving issues of this particular matter.
Is that
Now,
right?
Indeed.
You hire the alleged thief and then are able to recover the stolen item the very day you return to town?
Well, let's be clear here. I'd hired him before that. This is just a happy accident. But I can say that we did, of course, acquire the artifact, and to my knowledge and to our investigation, good Sebastian had nothing to do with it. I understand why he would have been put into the sights of your investigation. After all, he looked very guilty, and for a time I was with you. But something in me knew that there was more to this story, and as a matter of fact, we have found a rather concerning bit of evidence beneath Little Torn itself within the sewers.
want to remember she has the head of the dude if we need that.
We do not pull a head out at this table.
No, she doesn't have it with her, but like,
Oh, okay.
if we ever need the head.
Thelasa's brow kind of furrows. Beneath the city, you say?
Indeed. Caspian will kind of like lean forward a bit more seriously and say, while my compatriots and I were out in the tundras investigating a recurring fissure along the frigid march, we encountered a ruin with a particular magical symbol that seemed to be connected to some sort of blasphemic cult of some kind. We're still undergoing an investigation gathering those details. However, whenever we returned here, imagine my surprise and deep concern whenever we located the remains of the individual who had stolen our shared relic in the very same spot where another one of these magical seals was attempting to be prepared. Fortunately, we managed to get there in time before anything could be enacted. But there is something greater afoot, I fear.
Oh, how peculiar. And then Thelasa will like cross her arms and she'll
Does she seem surprised?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I will do so. Wow. Wow.
She definitely seemed caught off guard, but you can't tell in regards to what.
Understandable. I will kind of nod and look to the rest of the group for a moment, and then gesture to Alara and say, yes, in fact, we acquired a map with several other locations, including Little Torn and the site we discovered, that appear to have been marked by this collective. And kind of like silently gesturing for Alara to...
Yeah. What was the name of the town again? I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Like, out of game.
It was, Dust
Ruins of
Mhm.
Duskhaven, yeah.
Drifthaven.
Drifthaven, thank you. I was like, what did I call it? I have it on my notes like right next to me. Drifthaven.
Yes, hello. Alara kind of like, I guess, like stands up and gives a little bow. It is a pleasure to be in your presence. And then she sits back down. We have reason to believe that the next clue to finding out what is going on here might be in the ruins of Old Drifthaven.
At this, Thelasa's eyebrows kind of shoot up. Oh, Drifthaven.
Yes.
Can't think of anything that could possibly be there. It's an abandoned town.
And that's the thing. We found a map with it marked on the map. And through various unrelated circumstances, we found that there might be ties to the old ruins. And whatever might be going on with these strange sigils might be something there. Might be worth investigating at least.
Yes, indeed. But it's also not just Old Drifthaven that we saw marked on the map. There were several other locations along the frigid march where other gates and settlements were placed that also appeared to be marked. Of course, I plan to send missive to these locations to ensure that all is well, but we may not hear back from them for some time.
Interesting. Might I see the map?
Oh, of course. She reaches into her pocket and pulls it out and hands it over.
Thelasa will hold it and study it for a moment and hold her glass of wine and sip it. So interesting. So many odd things have been happening as of late. You know, people just don't quite have an understanding of history or the importance of knowing where one comes from or where things are going. Artifacts going missing, strange marks on maps. Old Drifthaven, that is so interesting. You know, politically, Old Drifthaven was very interesting. When it was founded, it was a fishing town, and then she'll go on like that for a while. And you noted. Go ahead and give me perception checks, everyone.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's perceive some shit.
She's talking, and her voice and what she's saying just kind of like has a droning effect, so it's like a smooth brain kind of thing, where everyone's like, oh boy, she's just gonna go off. Sebastian, you're the only one who notices that she's been gesticulating more and more wildly. And you're unsurprised when, towards the end of her little speech, she spills wine on the map. Oh, dear me, I hope you guys had another copy.
I will very quickly try and take the map and dab it down. I have, as somebody who has spilled more than my fair share of wine, I'm gonna try and save this damn map.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and just give me a reflex save.
You got it, big dog.
And a diplomacy check.
That's a 14. Hold on. Let me do the diplomacy check, and then I might try and re-roll that 14. Diplomacy.
Nice.
Yeah, and I will bump that 14 rather than re-roll it.
Hell yeah.
If it's a failure.
Yes, it was just barely a failure.
Cool. I'll bump it to a success.
All
with
right,
my good boy point.
Slip the map out of her hands. With that diplomacy check, you make it it's not an abrasive maneuver to get the map from her.
Yes. Oh dear, excuse me. Let me. Dab, 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 dab.
You start dabbing it. You successfully are able to blot. It's like wine stained now, but it's still legible. And she kind of laughs. So clumsy, sorry. Sometimes that just happens. You know, clumsiness is so... It runs in my family a bit, you know? And she just keeps talking.
Hey, Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
Man. I'm either getting we're either getting red herringed really hard, or this motherfucker's up to something.
I think
the
I think they're up to something.
Yeah, the Frathagoon bloodline, their lineage. What do I know about these people?
Go ahead and make... this would be like a regional check. It wouldn't be like a nobility or house Novak check. So just give me society.
Society? Of course. That's a crisp 23, boss.
Hell yeah. So the Frathagoon line, they are, they're kind of, okay. So it's not like a noble house line, because chieftains and law speakers and town scribes are elected officials. So this is the part of the region's political structure that is completely democratic. So the part, like the town voted on this person having this. So there's not like a long like lineage of chieftains from the Frathagoon line or anything like that.
Right.
The Frathagoons historically have been pretty involved in community building. They were a nomadic tribe out in the White Wastes, but then when the land started to be settled more, they decided to settle in with the culture instead of continuing their nomadic lifestyle. But that's pretty much it. That's what you know about them.
Okay, fair enough. Can I just vibe check our good lawkeeper at the moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
How's
Make a
she looking? How's she looking? What's her vibe?
Make
You
a
know?
Perception check. Their vibe.
'Cause
They have they.
Their I apologize.
No,
What's
you're
their
good, you're
vibe?
good. Anisha's been sitting like leaned back in their chair with one arm crossed, but then like they've been really going in on their wine, and they have like kind of narrowed eyes at Thelasa, but not like suspicious, just confused a bit.
All right.
But when they notice you looking, they'd look at you and raise their eyebrows like
I will
weird stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just kind of slightly. But also I will just very coolly play it off with a wink.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I'm just so dumb and privileged. It's fine. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess we're gonna listen to her drone on a bit.
She drones on. If you guys let Thelasa speak, she'll spend the rest of the 4-course meal just
Jesus
talking.
Christ. I will God. We got it. I gotta interrupt her.
Alright, before you go to
Yeah.
do that, can I just get will saves from everyone?
Oh God, we're dead.
no.
Is this to nod off? What is happening here?
Wait, does the aura apply or
I'm
not?
gonna use my hero point and make that a success.
Hell yeah.
I'm also
Mine's a
gonna-
13.
You know what?
Mine's an 18.
I'm gonna let this roll. Mine's an 8.
20.
Okay. Wow. Anyone who was so all of you fail.
Oh,
What?
Oh, wow.
Instead of being
Even 20?
even 20, yep.
Oh
wow.
my god.
Instead of being bored by that, like you start this, her talking, her speech is very like mind numbing. But the longer she talks, the more fascinated you are by it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay.
I understand. I hate it, but I understand.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
Have, I don't have anything to help me with this.
Yeah, I was looking too.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait a second. I'm like, nope, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Not my forte yet. Shit.
You know what? Let me roll for BB, see if she's fascinated. She is also fascinated. And in this way, you guys pass the rest of this dinner unless there's anything specific you want to ask any of these NPCs. You can be fascinated and still ask questions.
Fuck. Oh, yes. I think yes. I wanted to talk.
Let me
yeah.
go ahead and just give you guys the actual fascinated little thing here so you guys can read what it does.
So we can role play appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Completely focus. Oh, fuck.
Go ahead and read it aloud so the chat can hear.
Oh. You completely focus your attention on something. Distracting you from whatever else is going on around you. You take a -2 status penalty to perception and skill checks. And you can't use concentrate actions unless they, or their intended consequences, are related to the subject of your fascination, as determined by the GM. For instance, you might be able to seek and recall knowledge about the subject, but you likely couldn't cast a spell targeting a different creature. This condition ends if a creature uses a hostile action against you or any of your allies. In that case, I say nothing. I say absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Downright fascinated.
All right.
Also,
Okay.
you didn't fascinate the twink.
Oh, I thought I had. My bad. One sec.
The
There you go.
twink is not fascinated. It's like, nah. I decided not to. Let's see.
Yeah, it's something I wanted to talk to the law speaker about, but it's super not relevant to this. So
Yeah, I don't think Astrid would be saying anything. Just kind of like keeping to herself, seeing how the other companions are doing with with following the body language of how you should be eating and everything.
All right.
And I suppose I probably couldn't cast a spell.
You can.
Although it'd probably be a
cast
bad
spell
idea.
as long as it doesn't have a concentrate.
Let me see. Is this concentrate?
it should have a tag on it that
Yeah,
says
it's like a
concentrate
trait
if it
tag.
concentrates.
It does.
Oh,
Aww.
well, there you go. We fascinated. Nah, we've been bamboozled.
I was gonna try to put them asleep so he could talk to other people.
That you will go to jail. You will go to jail. We just got one of us out of jail. Damn it.
Let's not do it. Let's yeah.
I've been to prison before, so.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, you guys spend the rest of the meal listening to Thelasa talk. And right
Okay.
before dessert is brought out, she actually raises from her seat. Well, I think I'll skip out on dessert for the evening. Herschel, if you'd be so kind as to walk me home. Sure,
Oh.
Anisha is fine. And Herschel kind of like jumps up, gives the party the table a smile and a little bow, and then hastens to leave with Thelasa. Thelasa will turn back to you all before she makes her exit, and just sweep her eyes over the table. She's gonna roll something real quick.
Hmm.
I'm so concerned.
Give you all a smile, and then turn to leave.
Holy shit.
Oh, I could have done that. Okay, never mind.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Nah, that wouldn't have been appropriate. Never mind. Never mind.
There's something I might have been able to do, but it would have ended up with going to jail.
all right. Well, I think Caspian will kind of like shake their head a little bit, look at the rest of the group, look at the law speaker, kind of be like, whoa, and say, actually, I did wish to speak with you about something. Yes, right. I would like to talk to you about the protection for this artifact. I know it is held in a fairly secure location, but given the closeness to its use, with only a matter of a few weeks, I would like to request, if we can, to doubling of the guard, at least until the ceremony.
Yes, we should be able to do that. I can talk to the head of the guard about doing so. We're also thinking about moving it from a private vault into a public place, like a place that's on display. Just to, I guess
I
make
suppose
it
that-
harder to sneak.
I suppose that wouldn't make it very... Yes, I suppose so.
It is like a symbolic thing. But
It is. But, yes.
Throughout
All right.
this conversation, all of your guys' fascinated stuff ends.
Okay, cool.
Oh. Right, well...
Weird.
Yes, very strange indeed. She certainly knows how to talk. Well then, it's good. I don't know. That just seemed a bit strange. Not nearly as productive of a conversation as I was hoping, but at least we've cleared Sebastian's name. At least I hope so, as far as you're concerned, law speaker.
Anisha looked super distracted. You guys felt like, you didn't know magic had been impressed upon you, but you felt the moment that it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily aware that it was a magic, but just that you had a sudden shift in mood.
Is the chair fascinated?
What?
It's got a little
Yeah.
impression of the hearts.
Oh, I just turned the person invisible instead of getting rid of them.
Oh.
'Cause that was easier for me. Didn't realize you
Oh,
could still
I'm
see
sorry.
the animation. No, you're good.
I was like,
Wow,
what's going on over there?
Grimes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good to know that you guys can still see the animation even though the token's invisible. That's going to be frustrating for me.
I was just like, what is happening?
Oh boy. All right.
Okay.
Anisha looks distracted, and then you ask that, and they go, sorry, what? Say again, one more.
Yes, Sebastian. I trust that after this conversation, we've cleared his name.
Oh, Viscount, if you're confident in his innocence, that's good enough for me. Do you have the keystone? Can I lay eyes on it?
Yes, of course. I will pull it from my pack.
As soon as Adisha sees it, their shoulders kind of relax. Oh, that's good. All right.
Indeed.
Keep that in Novak
Yes.
custody until I can
Of
arrange a
course.
guard to officially.
Yes, it
collect
will be held securely here in within the possession of House Novak, until such a time as you have come to other means to more attainable means of what we need to get done.
Very good. Thank you.
Of course.
Esteemed law speaker, what is going to happen to Bart, the guard who was, not at their post?
Should definitely fire that guy.
Yes, it is. Yeah. A combination of negligence and being taken advantage of. The initial, I suppose, drugging. Clearly not his fault. We don't seek to punish him for that, but the not reporting the theft until the following day is a bit of a problem. So, there will be a public trial until the town can come to a decision as a collective or whatever, between me and the captain of the guard and Chieftain Thelasa. Between the three of us, whatever the townspeople say, we'll kind of mitigate that, and then we'll decide what Bart's fate will be. Currently, Bart is in custody. I don't imagine that Bart will be kept in custody in perpetuity. However, there's a very real chance Bart will be losing his job.
Okay.
Unless we can work out a transfer to another location along with Frigid March. Town guards tend to be stationed for short periods of time and then sent back to Novak Torn or Crymor, whichever they hail from originally. Bart, however, was from here and requested to be stationed here, so we'll be taking that into consideration.
I ask because I am partially responsible for them not reporting right away. I was taking care of Bart before I went on my journey with the Viscount here. I made sure that they were sleeping and resting and told them that was the more important thing to do before all this stuff happened.
Sure, but just to clarify, them being late, him being late for his shift isn't what he's in trouble for.
Right, I know. I'm aware.
Him not reporting the theft is what he's in trouble for. As far as I understood, he didn't report it for a full day after you guys had left town.
But wouldn't he have been drugged that whole time? Are you saying he knew about the theft before being drugged?
No, he was drugged. and then he was drugged, and then he found out about the theft, and then he didn't tell anyone about the theft for a whole day. So the drugs had already worn off.
Okay.
And
That I was not aware of.
That window of time is the problem.
I see. Okay.
Well, anything else I can help you with while I'm here?
I don't believe so. I think
I think
we've accomplished all we meant. All we meant to accomplish. Thank you very much for attending.
Well, thank you, Viscount, for a lovely meal.
Of course. Do be safe and keep us appraised if you hear of any more concerns. I do want to press the potential legitimacy of some sort of collective skullduggery occurring. There may be some sort of cult or other illegal group attempting to do something involving the gates and the Frigid March.
Yes, that is concerning. I'll send a missive to Novactorn, see if I can get any intel from their guard. They tend to be the information hub. But the Frigid March still closed for a couple of weeks. Our collective knowledge is sparse at the moment. Not that we don't have lines of communication, they're just less frequently used in the winter. But I'll see if I can find anything about that.
Excellent.
Make perception check.
Make perception check.
Make perception.
all of us?
All of you.
Or
Oh,
okay.
okay. Private?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the private rolls because I never know how bad I'm bad, so I don't feel I have shame.
No shame rolls.
Yep. Shame-free rolls.
I will always be shamed.
Let's see. Yeah, Sebastian and Astrid. There's this moment where Anisha's gonna excuse themselves, and then they look hesitant, like they want to say something, but then they second guess themselves and stand up.
Apologies, lawkeeper, Anisha. You seem to have something on your mind?
May I speak plainly? How comfortable is this group with open dialogue?
Fairly.
Yeah.
Pretty damn.
Please, speak your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they slump back into their chair. All right. Something weird is happening.
Yes, definitely.
I can't quite figure it out, but people have just been... Emotions have been heightened here. The townsfolk are riled up. And I can't say... I don't have, evidence or proof, but something feels off with Thelasa.
Sebastian clears his throat, and he kind of, folds his fingers together, and he's like, yeah, I noticed while she was looking at the map and speaking that it seemed a little played up.
Yeah, ever since returning from our journey, things seemed escalated?
Yes, it feels that way, doesn't it?
Well, it feels unnaturally escalated.
Mm.
I spoke with Caspian before all of this about how just everything just feels just so antagonistic towards House Novak when that's not what the people talk about. We don't. This is a serious matter, yes, but to have this reaction, the whole town have this reaction to the house that's been good to us, a lot of this doesn't feel right.
It doesn't make sense to me, and honestly, with the artifact being stolen, I thought the people would be more mad at the people's government. Our guard were the ones protecting it, and the backlash was predominantly toward House Novak. I don't know. It's
Suspicious?
it's
Very suspicious
odd.
indeed.
Yes.
Well,
I need to talk to
Doesn't
Bart.
add up.
it appears there may be a conspiracy afoot.
Could be.
Well, I think for the time being, we can assume that those of us who remain at this table are not immediately entangled in those sort of in that sort of thing. So I will trust. I will put my trust in all of you. Someone, or some collective, for whatever reason, appears to be seeking to diminish the name of my house. I cannot stand for that, and therefore I will be dedicating all of my time and energy into uncovering whatever plot this is forthwith. I would like to extend the retainer for the four of you in perpetuity until such time as we can get to the bottom of this.
Not for me.
I'm in.
Absolutely.
Beatty kind of claps her hands. Oh, that is great. That is wonderful. An elite task force, so to speak.
Indeed.
How about we work out a stipend for you all then?
That is most wise, I agree, yes.
Oh,
We can't allow them to go so long without payment.
I'll work out
Oh.
the details
Right.
of that. In the meantime, Anisha, if I could walk you out. And Anisha kind of straightens up and stands. Yes, of course. And they both make their exit.
I would like
Wait.
to listen for when they're actually gone.
Hell yeah, make a perception check.
Private or
Oh, you could do a public one on this. With your ears.
With them ears.
with the ears.
Just twitching.
You
15.
you hear them like talking because like they walk down that stairwell and it's like the sound echoes up. So you hear their conversation all the way up until the door closes and then it's silent.
Okay.
Alright, so Solana's gonna turn and fully just slump back in her chair now that everybody is gone. And just go. So, does everybody here think? I don't know. I think the last is too obvious.
Either too obvious or incredibly confident that no matter what they do, they're going to get away with whatever they're doing.
I think
Indeed.
it's that one. I think
Because-
she has her head way too up her ass.
Well, I think it was supposed to be, if I may say, I think it was supposed to be a display of I am in control of the situation.
I suppose that would
no.
make sense.
It seems like she just kind of trying to do that and then with doing that, she's downplaying House Novak.
Indeed.
And
Caspian kind of has their fingers steepled together, just listening to the rest of the group.
I don't know. I wouldn't place all my bets on her though. That she's like it.
Oh no.
Okay. As long as you're not doing that.
You can have confident people in your organizations who are not, the top rungs or anything. She would seem. I don't know. It's just. There's a lot of
fucking weird. Sorry. It was fucking weird.
Well, okay, hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to piece it together in my head and try to explain it as best I can. I'm not really good at this, but a lot of weird stuff has been happening to us.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
And I think it's because of these other groups that are around here. This cult that may be doing things with the runes and whatnot, finding keystone and other.
These brigands, yes.
Yes. Well, I don't know if it's as much downplaying House Novak as more of a this is where it ends kind of situation. Whatever they're planning to do, there are things happening around us where, the ice, the fissure in the ice was way bigger than we expected it to be, being the wind being angry at us and kind of pushing us in directions and instantly teleporting and mystic books and all this other stuff. Like, I think something is happening and it's happening quickly.
Indeed. Well, here's my suggestion on how we should proceed. Tomorrow, I would like to take you all to a very exclusive location. I believe there are a few former, rather well-known or formerly well-skilled arcanists who may be able to shed some light on these mystical runes, as we clearly are lacking in that sort of area.
Mm-hmm.
I also wish to ensure that if Thelasa would so choose to attempt to turn the people against my house, that she does not do so unopposed.
Yes.
I shall need the day tomorrow, and after tomorrow, we shall prepare, we will gather our things, and we shall make way to this drift haven, this former drift haven. Because clearly, there's something to do there, and at the very least we could gather more information. Yes. Yes, of course. And Caspian has this, like, in the firelight, their figures are still kind of steepled, and it's just this sort of, like, kind of devious little smirk as, like, the game is afoot, yes.
I would also like to give this Rin person a visit and see their private library.
Yes, of course. I believe, actually, that person, we shall be meeting them in the same location. I wish to reach you all into the most exclusive tavern in all of Little Zorn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good.
But again, I shall need at least some time tomorrow. So perhaps we connect with one another come the evening.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. I need to speak to Bart as well before we do anything else, or I do anything else.
Why?
I just need some time and some information about the timetable.
Fair enough.
It might be nothing. It might be nothing. It might be important. Who knows?
Understood. Well then, I for one am fucking exhausted. So, unless anyone has any other things or shit they wish to speak about, I'm going to go to bed.
That sounds good right now.
Excellent. Of course, please see to it that your garments are returned by the morrow. And if any of you are in need of a place to rest, we will of course accommodate you.
All right.
No,
You all...
I'm going to miss this outfit.
No, go ahead.
I think
Oh,
that's
is it Alara just like looked at her outfit? She's like, I'm going to miss this.
Yeah, Sebastian's just like, oh, we have to give him back.
Thank God.
But I look good. Get me.
No, we all look good.
Alright, I'm gonna go get this shit off him and go home. I'll see y'all later. So
Salon and like
books it to a changing room.
Yeah, you all start to get up to leave the table. And as you all get up, you notice an odd sight that many of you have never seen before. As the horizon, from this balcony you have a great vantage point of almost the entire horizon. And the horizon, duskward of you, lights up.
What?
And you see
Whoa.
what you
What the fuck?
imagine a sunrise to look like.
Oh.
What the
what the fuck is that?
And
Oh.
a breeze of warmth pulses past you all. The braziers flicker out. And instead of being left in darkness, as you would all expect, just the barest hint of light seems to be peeking up above the horizon.
Hey, Dungeon Master,
Yes?
is that in the direction of Drifthaven?
That is not in the direction of Drifthaven.
Oh.
This is straight duskward. This
Uh-oh.
is in the direction you know the sun to be locked.
Oh, what the fuck?
You all stare,
Oh.
rapt,
Well,
and then the breeze ends. The braziers all flicker back to life. And the sliver of light that was there is gone.
Oh.
that
Oh.
cannot be good.
What
Holy
the
shit.
actual
That's where we're gonna take a break.
Oh,
Break
man.
Break time.
Break time!
Time.
All
What
we'll
the
get
fuck?
check. We'll be back. Brr.